So we have the integral of x sine squared of x. And this is going to be an interesting one because we're going to use integration by parts, and then we're going to use some other stuff within that. So first off, let's talk about how we'll break it apart by integration by parts. Sine squared is neither a trivial derivative or antiderivative, but I know that if I let my u equal x, then my du is going to be dx. So if I can get through the antiderivative of sine squared, then I have not much left to do. So let's see what the antiderivative of sine squared looks like. So if my dv is sine squared x dx, well then I got to find my v. So off to the side here, I'm going to take a little bit of time to do the antiderivative of sine squared x, which I've done in another video if you want to check out. What I use is a half angle identity, which is 1/2 times 1 minus cosine of 2x dx. So since this isn't the main point of this video and it's in another video, I'll let you check that out. So the antiderivative is in doing it this way is going to be x over 2 minus sine of 2x over 4. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but as far as what we're trying to do, it'll work out just fine. So my v is x over 2 minus sine of 2x over 4. Now, let's talk about putting this thing together then. So our integration by parts is uv. So x times x over 2 minus sine of 2x over 4 minus the integral of v du. So right there. X over 2 minus sine of 2x over 4 dx. Didn't really leave quite enough space there, so I apologize for that. Now my first part, I'm going to distribute that x, so I have x squared over 2 minus x sine of 2x over 4. And now we're going to do our antiderivative here, so minus, this is just piece by piece. Antiderivative of x is x squared over 2, but it's already divided by 2, so it'll become an x squared over 4 minus antiderivative of sine of 2x. Well, the antiderivative of sine is negative cosine of 2x, and now because of that extra 2, if we were doing derivative, we'd multiply by 2. Since it's an antiderivative, we got to divide by that 2, so over 8 plus c. So summing up, we have x squared over 2 minus x sine of 2x over 4. Now I'm going to distribute this negative, so minus x squared over 4 minus cosine of 2x over 8. These are like terms and can be combined because I could rewrite this as 2x squared over 4 minus an x squared over 4. So I'll have 1 x squared over 4 minus x sine of 2x over 4 minus cosine of 2x over 8 plus c. Can't forget those plus c's.